Hey guys, welcome back to the cabin. Jen went to town this morning. I did a little, I actually made a dump run. Got rid of all the crap in the back of the blue truck, so I'm happy about that. And I came out here this morning and look what I found. Look how nice it looks. Nice concrete pad. Check it out. Everything looks good. That's exciting. So we don't have a ton of material here today, so we're going to use some of the lumber we have and frame things out.
Does that feel good? Not gonna sink in it?
Nope. Alright guys, we're trying to get the pitch right. One, for ease of everything, and two, just so it looks cohesive with the roof. This is going to be about 8 inches lower than that end. That should give us a nice pitch. It'll look the same as the bedroom and the bathroom and kind of fit right in, right? Mm-hmm. All right, perfect. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Brush too much and screw something up?
I don't know. We'll find out. You probably did.
Could happen. It's happened before. Hopefully this comes off easily.
That's so tiny now.
I know, stuff shrinks up as soon as you start putting walls on. Should have made it bigger.
That's why the greenhouse is as big as it is.
It's the only thing I let Jenny pick the size on. It's the only thing that's the proper size. Everything else I'm like, we don't need to complicate it.
Everyone said the greenhouse was too big.
It is not too big. It's too small. If anything, it should be twice that size, but we don't have any more real estate. So.
Everyone said it was too big.
Did they? I don't remember.
Yeah,
anyways.
they were like, the roof is too high.
Oh no, it kind of makes sense for it not to be that high, but hoop houses are that high.
Yeah.
Like every hoop house in the world you see, like pre-manufactured, is 12 or 14 feet tall.
Yeah.
So I mean,
every greenhouse at Blocks was that tall. Like I paid attention when I walked through everything. Like I was very aware of everything because we built one, so I was looking at everything and I was like, this is tall and it's warm in here and
there we go. And the rafter, if we have to put a stud between here and the rafter, we can, but probably would be a good idea too, because snow falls off the roof and is going to hit this.
yeah, and smash it like it did over there.
Yeah.
Today's video is sponsored by Quince.
One thing that's really important when you're off grid and working all the time like we are is good quality sleep. Right now on our bed we have bamboo sheets from Quince. One thing I really like about Quince is that they make affordable, good quality products. Then they use high quality fabrics like 100% European linen and 100% organic cotton. We also got some linen bed sheets, and I'm really excited to use these once our weather gets a little bit warmer. Another thing that I got for myself is some silk pillowcases. It helps my hair, doesn't frizz as much or cause so much breakage, and these silk pillowcases are hypoallergenic and good for sensitive skin. I also got the cotton fisherman's throw. It has been great to sit with on the porch, on the couch at night, even bring with me to bed. Quince doesn't just have sheets, pillowcases, and blankets. They also have a huge variety of home goods, clothes, and so much more. Check out the link below or the QR code to see what Quince has to offer for you. I promise you'll find something. They also offer free shipping and free returns for 365 days. That's a whole year. How great is that? Thank you so much, Quince, for sponsoring today's video and getting us some new bed sheets. I'm super excited about it. All right, let's get back to the build.
All right, guys, material run done. We got a lot of stuff in the back of the new blue truck. Not new, the blue truck. So let's get the blue truck over here and get this building started or finished or going or put together or more complete.
Yeah, jury's still out on what we're doing exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna knock it out today. Well, there's two Orioles out there fighting. Fighting for a lady.
You're wearing your shirt that says easily distracted by birds?
No. I don't have a tank top version of it. I need one. Really?
Good.
Yeah. Got all sorts of goodies yesterday.
I'm pretty sure that we single-handedly keep the green store in business. Just as an FYI.
Gino knows we're there all the time.
Yeah, Gino
And Chris.
knows us by name.
Gino and Chris know who we are.
More people probably do, but they don't want to talk to us, so they just act like they don't know. So, because we're there like every other day spending $500, which is crazy. So thank you guys for supporting our channel, and you know, hopefully you can see how much work this is, even when money isn't really a factor, right? Like, we are still budget friendly to some degree, but if we had to, you know, go have full-time jobs and do this, then we would never get anything done, right?
Nope, you guys would maybe get one video a week if you were lucky.
One video a month probably. So anyway, let's get rolling. Thanks guys for being here with us, and thank you for all your support. Got some piping, all kinds of good stuff. Come on.
Probably could have leaned in there and grabbed
Well,
the
there's
push.
a piece of metal right there, so I don't want to lean on it and cut myself. Seem okay?
Yeah, looking good, I think, yes.
Now, get her all lined up. else are we missing here?
I don't know. You tell me.
On the edge of the wood.
It's right there. Don't squish me.
All you gotta do is push it in, and once it's in, you get out of the way.
Okay.
There you go.
Don't squish me.
Better to do it this way.
All right, guys. We are fully committed 100% to this project. And we are going to get it done today.
We're gonna.
Excuse the very rude air gun.
Yeah, that thing interrupts us as much as I interrupt Jenny.
So
Anyway, so
Jay is going to crawl under here, disconnect our complete water system, so that way we can finish this building up and then move everything over here.
Yep.
Because we can't finish this building up until this is moved. So we're committed. We're making it happen.
easier to
No
do it now.
stopping until it's dark, even when the bear's out here licking Jason's feet. Last night, I was putting my bird feeders away, and Jay was inside editing videos, and I sat outside for an extra 20 minutes. And outside making noise, and I come around the corner after putting away 2 of them, and the bear was right at the tree. Scared the bejesus out of me. And then I screamed like a little girl, and Jay heard me.
For a long time.
Not a lot, not 10 minutes. It just scared the bejesus out of me.
You had the heebie-jeebies.
So, Jay is gonna be committed to moving all of this.
We're unplugged.
We're 100% in.
Just get her done. Stop talking about. Let's stop debating and get her done. You turn that propane tank off.
Jay was kind of hesitant to do this today because he's worried that if something goes wrong, we'll be without water. But I have complete confidence in him that he can do this a lot quicker than he thinks. When he did the heater and the ice spring, he thought it was going to take all day, and he did both of those fairly quickly. So I know he can do it quickly. So we won't be without water. I am confident in that. Jay can do it though, right guys? Who believes me? Drop it in the comments. Is Jay gonna get it all done today? Yes or no? Do we believe in Jay?
All right. Man, I forgot that I don't have quick connections on this pump for some reason. I don't know why.
Do you need a wrench or do you need something?
Oh, I got the wrench.
Okay. We were learning. We did this system a long time ago.
Whew. All right, guys. Everything under there from the old system is ripped apart. There's a little bit of water left in our tank here. Just draining that out. Unfortunately, we're going to lose it, but it's going to drain out while we finish the building. I'm going to slide it over. We're going to get the building done, get all the equipment in it, and then once everything's kind of in place, we'll disassemble this whole stuff so I can get in there and send the plumbing through the wall of the new building. Now we can slide our building back over, our little water hut here. What are we going to call this so I know what to call it forever?
A watershed.
Watershed instead of solar shed, it's a watershed?
Watershed. It's a shed.
For water?
Yep, it's a watershed. That is what I called it.
A watershed is where water comes off a hill or, you know, it's shedding water. So this is just a shed watershed. Different name for watershed. You know what I'm saying? You know, watershed.
Yeah. This is Jay and Jen's version of a watershed.
All right, here we are, guys, breaking rules again. We're not supposed to drill into concrete for 28 days, but we're doing it 3 days after we poured this. So
We don't follow the rules of concrete.
yeah, this isn't a house. This is a shed. So where are you at? There you are. This is a little shed. So I'm gonna drill this out. Get these Tapcons concrete screws holding this building to the concrete slab. Then we can insulate the walls, get the concrete board in where we're gonna put our heater, and then go from there. But we're just doing it. Like, it'll be fine.
All right.
Go get the pump.
Okay.
I don't know why I keep going from one thing to the next. Let's get the insulation in there, I guess.
We can, whatever you need to do.
Well, I don't need to get the pump. I need to get the insulation in. So.
All right.
All right. Tell them what we're doing.
All right, Jay got the concrete screws in, so now we're gonna get insulation in, and then the concrete boards up, and then Jay can start working on the water, right?
Yep. We'll get the structure done first.
And we'll get the rafter boards and the metal on after we get the water all set up, but getting water connected is more important than the
Roof right now.
Yes. We can always put the piece of metal just over it for the night if we had to. But we'll get it all done today. I got a good feeling about it.
Kind of jinxing us.
I'm believing in us. I'm not jinxing us. So we went with this insulation because
Everything is so expensive. Like a couple pieces of rigid foam board that was 3 inches was they were $65 per piece. $66.
Crazy.
So it would have been $120 worth of foam, and like this was $19. So this is what we're using. Plus I had some extra in case I needed more than one, so I know I'll have enough. Knock on wood, I think. Razor blade.
You want to take a sip? One more piece.
Oh,
Did you get the exact amount?
look at pretty close.
How did you manage that?
I guess. I designed the whole building that way
Yeah.
to specifically fit
One roll of
140
insulation.
square foot roll of.
Mm-hmm. Why is my bullshit meter going off?
You didn't use up all your free detection on your cup inquiry this morning.
Oh, I have so much detection after being with you for 16 years.
You have a high tolerance.
Yeah.
High tolerance.
Woohoo!
Thank goodness. All right.
Now you can stand and have a break. I'll permit it.
What?
I said I'll permit you having a break.
Oh, okay. I don't have time for breaks.
I'm not a complete work slave.
Yeah, right.
I'll let him have like a 10-minute break. Eat some cheese sticks, drink a cold beverage, and then get back to work.
You put the concrete board up while I take a break. That way we keep moving. Yes?
I don't know how to do the concrete board, and I don't know how to screw it in, so I'll screw it all up, and then it'll ruin your break, so I don't want to do that to you.
Okay. Good call. Whew.
Back to work time.
Whew.
How was your break?
Short. Short.
Go look at it here shortly. Go look at it in another half hour. Which side is it going to?
Right here.
Look at that. That one fits so pretty. Looks like the silver things that we put on like with the bird feeders, except it's a screwdriver instead of a hand twist. Interesting.
Anything on the back of it at all?
Nope.
Like flat. Alright, so let me see how this kind of... Plenty of room for this?
I believe so. Do you want to Looks good.
About the same height as it was before.
Yeah. Looks about. So, what's the...
I'm trying to think if I'm doing this in a ridiculous way, because all I have is one little 3-port manifold in there. And what it does is go in there, and then a cold water line goes to the kitchen sink, and a cold water goes to the bathroom sink. And then there's one line. I'm just trying to think if there's a way I can reconfigure it since everything's out here now, you know? Rather than going in and then back out. Because right now, it's going to go in there and then have to come back.
For hot water?
Yeah, we should just have a cold water line go in and out.
Changing everything. Big moment.
Mm-hmm. The utility company shut us down. There you go. Keep moving here. Take that too.
finding things.
Yeah. There's a pile of treasure here.
Treasure, eh?
Yeah.
That's what we're calling this.
You know,
Treasure.
bright side.
I guess what they say, one man's junk is another man's treasure. And I don't know.
And I just went to the dump yesterday or the other day.
I think it's maybe some of it we can reuse, but some of it is junk. And Jay
pull that out of there.
thinks it's treasure, so I guess junk, treasure.
Going in the pile. Look at that. Hey, can you pull that out, or are you just sitting there looking at stuff? Well, I thought maybe now that I did a few things, you could get it out of there.
Just told me to look.
Yeah, well, get it out of there. Oh, it's gross.
Need some gloves, need a bag.
I'm not touching it. You guys want to see what happens, why there's so many mice living in here, and why we're doing this? Look. That's right there. Gross. Disgusting. Mouse nest that you couldn't get to or see behind the insulation. Right in the bottom, right where all the nice water was at that retains temperature. You know, like everything was all nice and isolated in there. More garbage. See it? My dear. Alright. Oh, here's more. Got it?
Yeah. Just lay on the foil. Huh?
I'm going to get a layer of this dirt out of here first. So we're safe. There you go. Thank God. Alright guys, I'm going to start drilling holes from the new pump house. Glad I found a good name for it myself. And we have to take a cold water line underneath the house, and then a cold water line will come back to the heater, unless I split it before I go in there and change that. I could do that. Let me think about this for one more minute. I'm trying to avoid more than 2 lines going in and out, but I don't think I could do that. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is and drill 3 holes. Not a big deal at 1 extra hole. There we go.
You're all the way through.
Got it?
Yep.
I pull it all the way in. Got a lot of extra here.
Oh, I started to see it. It's got to come down a little.
Huh?
So it's got to come down a little.
Come down.
Yeah, you were at the top of the hole. Come down a little more. There you go.
Got it?
Yep.
Alright, there you go. In here. So all we need is the cold water to go in here. It splits 3, the manifold's in here, and then
Okay.
1 line comes this way,
Bring the
goes
cold
into
water.
the hot water. Then when it comes out of the hot water, it splits in here, 1 to the kitchen and 1 to the shower.
Okay.
So I'll switch my spots.
Did you lose a little tiny Allen wrench?
That's the one that was on the front of the That's important, very important. That's one that goes in the front of the RV pump to adjust it. Every time I went underneath it, you know, to adjust it.
Yeah.
So,
So we need it for when we put it at the mini cabin.
yes.
Okay. It's a good thing I found this on the ground then.
Yeah. I blamed you for losing it.
Did you tell me to be careful that it was there?
You didn't even know it was there, so yeah.
Yeah, so then how would I have known
That's why
to be...
I was being funny. Whew. All right, guys. Heater is installed. All the hard plumbing for that is done. All I need to do is put my filter canister here. I'm just hoping I have everything for the pump. Got a lot to do still. It's 6 o'clock, but it's okay. Nothing will motivate you quite as much as the want to take a nice shower at the end of the day. Especially after rolling around the dirt. So, could go use the mini shower or the shower at the mini cabin and then do this tomorrow, but we need water in the big cabin. So I'm pretty happy we got that tank off of the side of the cabin, because I think we got it off in time, just in time, so the siding didn't rot. So that system works good for weekend getaways, but when we spend majority of our time here, I want a better system that's going to last more into the winter and be less trouble. Easier to clean the filters and all that good stuff. So let's get the filter canister installed here. There we go. Let's go get our pump. Alright guys, all my glue fittings are dry. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be using this on potable water, but if I have to switch it, I have to switch it. It says for potable water, sewer, and drain waste and vent systems, so I'm good. Don't you love when they put the stickers on the fittings, so you have to have gluey stickers right where you're trying to get it to make a good seal? There we go. I was just trying to get a little more hose out of here. Alright guys, everything's hooked up. It's not perfect by any means, but it's good, it's okay. Here's the last equation, or solution, or fitting to the equation. This goes on the other end of our black pipe for now, until we get our tank buried in the ground. And this will go to a hose bib off of one of these tanks on the side of the cabin here. I would prefer to have some kind of filtration set up before it comes into this pump, but you know, maybe I'll do that later. Like right now I'm just trying to get everything going, and then I can work out the kinks later. Alright guys, our black pipe, our 3/4 inch pipe is coming underground. We're going to trench it over to the pit, but for now we're just running it over here. And we obviously cannot cut it because we want it to be one solid piece all the way to the We obviously can't cut it because we want it to stay one solid piece all the way to the tank when we get it there. So we're just going to hook it up to one of these rain tanks for now. Sound good? Sound good, T? Yeah? Did you go for a little mini puppy ride to get the vacuum? Huh? You good puppy. The other one went on there a lot tighter. This one just slips right on. Whatever. Well, it doesn't suck air or drip. There you go. This goes on and off real easy. So that's not... I mean, I'd rather push it on a little bit.
Well, can you tighten it with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just... It's a suction line, so what it's going to do is drip or suck air. It's not going to, like, squirt, like, because it's not on a discharge line. This is just until we get our tank in the ground.
I was going to look online and try to find the best price. Menards has one, but we're going to double check everything.
Yeah, we're trying not to spend thousands of dollars. I thought about getting used, but that opens up another whole can of worms, too. There we go. Uh-oh.
Dripping and not good. Okay,
There we go.
dripping now.
Yeah, I just didn't want to over tighten it. Alright, so there's water filling up this hose right now. I don't know how full this tank is. Hopefully very. I think only about half full.
Because we emptied these ones when we filled up the hot tub.
Yeah, I remember now. Alright, so
So we need some rain.
this needs to be lower. And it's still gonna go up into the pump. So let's go check the pump. Shouldn't come out of here because it's, well, might because it's close to the level of the water. But we need to get water in here to prime it. There we go. Okay, so it's underwater. Normally you would fill this with water. You take the cap off, dump water in, but because it's below water level, it's just kind of filling itself up. Should be enough water in there to turn it on. We're just going to turn it on with the extension cord and run it with the extension cord for now until I do the electrical upgrade. Alright guys, moment of truth. See if our pump, or if anything squirts anywhere. Oh, powered up. Hear it? Take a minute for it to get water moving. Got my water system hooked up. Just got to get a roof and doors on the front. This is our new system right here. We got our old system gone, so the siding's good. I have a couple electrical projects to do before we button this up. Here's our new and improved storage pump house. We are going to run propane. Got these 2 tanks. I don't think we're leaving these here. I think we're going to run a line underground. We're going to trench and put a couple propane tanks here on this little flat spot here down in the woods, or we'll figure it out. I don't know if we're doing that for sure, but that's my idea. It's 'cause you're supposed to get the propane away from the cabin a little bit.
How are you going to get a 100-pound tank up and down the hill?
I only got to do it once every 4 years, unless I do a 20-pounder for the shower. You know, if I use 1 tank for both, yes, we'll use a 100-pounder every 2 months. But it's only heavy when it's going down.
Yeah, until it rolls all the way down the hill.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We can just leave it here by the cabin, but we'll figure it out. Can't put it in with the heater and stuff. You gotta have them outside. So let's go finish. I gotta move this tank out of the way. Yeah, the mosquitoes came out, guys. I thought they were gonna be bad all day, but there it is. We decided to go with this pump because it seemed like a good pump, and then we had it through a sponsor, AquaStrong. We have our iSpring sponsor there with our 3 filters. I do want to put in a bypass, so when I pump antifreeze in here, we don't have to take our filters apart or, you know, like fill those up with antifreeze. We shouldn't have to do that as often as we did before, because this should be heated. We're going to put this small space should be heated with just like a light bulb.
We did all 3 of these water pieces as sponsors back in April, so if you're curious about any of them, check out those videos. They were just quick little inserts in them, but we'll put them in the comments below. Like, the water heater's awesome. That was a good upgrade there. Phenomenal upgrade.
It really helps us because we only have 1 line going to the shower, so we can adjust the temperature. It also has better flow, so the shower head gets better flow. It's safer because it's not some cheap $100 camp portable shower,
and we
portable
can
heater.
Adjust the temperature right on the app, so I can have a hotter shower.
Yeah, so it works great for us. You know, that's not very important to most people because you can adjust the heat with 2 knobs, hot and cold, but we only have 1 line going to the shower. We could maybe fix that too while we're at it here. Maybe we could put a second line there and mix them. But this works better now. Like, this solves our problem.
Mm-hmm.
And this is freeze protected too, so not a sponsor. We're just talking. Take good care of us. We have some projects to do. We have some projects to do here too. We're gonna rerun wire. The bunker is really far away now, so the cabin is okay with power, but it's a long way to pump power all the way over here. So we're gonna put something here that's going to help improve our system. We're either going to put it here or in the bunker to help our system. Or we might run thicker lines over to the bunker. But that's neither here nor there right now. We're going to just go chill out for the rest of the night. We've been working on this hard all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we get to take a shower. Yay!
I knew he could do it. You thought it was going to take a lot longer than it did. It did. We are working till 8 o'clock, but I don't think he thought it could be done.
Yeah. Well, it helped that we skipped the roof and the doors for now. There's no rain on the forecast for 2 weeks, so that's kind of crazy.
The roof will be easy because we just got to do a couple rafters, right? And
a couple rafters, piece of plywood.
Slap the metal
on. It's
on.
not going to rain, so we can leave all our tools out. So you guys will see that in the next video. We'll wrap this up. Hopefully we can make this whole project a 2 or 3 video thing rather than 8.
Then we can get started on the outdoor kitchen.
Yep.
I've been looking at stuff and ideas, and I don't know. It's going to be like the hardest. It's going to be a very complicated build.
Yeah, we have a lot of challenges.
But because of the way I don't know how to design it. But it'll be really easy.
There's a lot of challenges with the space. So I've suggested a few things, but none of them are good ideas. Or Jenny doesn't think they're good ideas. They're not really that good of ideas. So if you guys have any ideas, let us know. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We appreciate you putting up with our slapping and snotting and sweating and squinting and all that stuff.
At least we get to squint and be in shorts. I'm happy. I'll sweat. Guess can deal with me as a sweaty mess.
Appreciate you guys. See you in the next video.